Hello and welcome to another very warm Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits reviews. Tonight I've just done a cider review which was amazing. Here's a newbie for me, made by the Black Sheep Brewery, which are famous for, of course, Black Sheep Ale, which you can get in cans, bottles. I suppose you can get it in kegs these days. I mean, it seems to be a thing. But I went into Tesco's, I think it was Tesco's anyway, and I picked up this, Venus and Mars, and it's a hop forward pale ale with a content of 4.5% alcohol content. Never tried it before, never heard of it before, so you know, looking forward to that. Now, this is from their website. Our shepherds look to the sky and across the universe. Venus, the god of beauty, seduces the god of agriculture, Mars, to produce a beer which is out of this world. Malt, pale ale and caramalt. Hops, First Gold, Summit and Chinook. Ancient alchemy in full force. Alcohol content 4.5%. Doesn't really tell you a lot, does it? Try and get you some reviews. Right, without further ado, let's crack it open. Well, it's not splattered the table, which is always a good thing. I ain't cleaned the glass, but it was only cider. Right, give it a pour. Again, this glass is Miss Stella Cedra glass, and it's got the widgets on the bottom which help with carbonation or lacing, if you call it that. And obviously the head has got a right good head on it, as you can see. Plenty of carbonation going off there, look at that. Really hoppy smell to it. Oh yeah, very hoppy. No, I won't put any more in because it's not going to have it. Oh, let me give it a minute for it to, although I reckon it's going to be one of them where it's going that much, it's going to make the head go even bigger. Oh. Wow, bags of hoppy taste to that. Light malt, but really strong hoppy taste. Right, on ratebeer.com, Black Sheep Venus and Mars got 3.12 out of 5 rating. Does it say anything different? No, it doesn't say anything different. Bottle from, here we go. Bottle from Tesco, copper gold. Yeah, I'll go with the copper gold, that's good. Then short-lived whitehead and low condition. Depends on your glass. If you want a decent head that stays, use a glass with widgets in the bottom. Yeah. Slightly fruity berry note in the nose. I'm just smelling hops, I am. With some muted pineapple and a touch of floral hops. Definitely the floral hops. Quite dry and hot bitter in the mouth with muted grainy sweetness. Finish is little dry and fruity with a low peppery spiciness. I actually agree with the peppery spiciness. There is a pepperiness to it. Yeah, definite pepperiness there. Right. Here's a 3 out of 5 review. Bit of a bitter slash IPA hybrid. Caramel malts with a citrus hoppiness to begin with. Dry bitter finish. Decent pale. Slightly better review. A bright golden amber pour with a tight off-white head. The aroma has a nice blend of malts and tropical fruit. The taste is similar with caramel malts and some quite acidic and bitter tropical fruits, giving a sharp, fruity finish. An interesting beer. Bottle from Tesco while making dinner. A strong pour with a pillory and very creamy head. It's good to see Black Sheep keeping to their roots. Yeah, I mean, look at the head, it's brilliant. The taste was rich hops, definitely rich. Not too fruity and not too bitter. I'll agree with that as well. And lots of malt. I'm not getting the malt. More hops than anything though. All that malt made for a super drinkable beer, and a big thumbs up from me. This is a brilliant hybrid of a classic Yorkshire beer and a craft IPA that I would happily drink again and again. So, you know, for one of those sites, it's a good review. And Black Sheep Brewery are one of them breweries which seem to get a lot of different beers out into the mainstream. You know, your big four. And in fact, I think I bought Black Sheep Ale itself from, I think, Aldi. Was it Lidl? £1.25 a bottle, one of them. So, you know, £1.25 for a bottle of that, you know, it can't fault that price. I mean, I got this on a 4 for £60, which is only £1.50. You're going to pay more directly from the website, but as most beer drinkers know, you always do. You know, supermarkets can afford to buy bottles in such massive numbers that they'll get a deal, or they'll force a deal. We as drinkers go to their sites, we have to pay basically the premium price. But if you're buying 100,000 bottles, you're going to get a deal, aren't you? You know, we're only buying one or two. You can expect to pay £3 a bottle. So yeah, lovely hoppy taste to it. Without being too hot, you know, not much of an aftertaste. There is there, you know, it's like there is like a normal bitter. You do get that in the aftertaste. As for malts, I'm not getting a load of malts. This person said it was a cross of a traditional Yorkshire beer and a craft beer. And I mean, it's great to see, you know, a hybrid beer. I mean, for me, it's just a good hoppy craft ale. Again, still keeping the head. Again, you know, still late, got the carbonation there. I might have got a palate that can just, you know, pick out the different hops and that. Definitely a bit of grassiness in the flavour as well. It's funny, the further you get down and the further you... this is why I like to read other people's reviews, because I like to see what they think, and you know, sometimes I'll plainly discount what they're saying, and other times I'll agree with what they find, and other times I'm there and I'm thinking, so that's what that taste was. And you know, it's nice to pick out a taste that you're not quite sure what the taste was. And I've been on wine courses trying to distinguish tastes, and I tell you what, you know, you're there and you know there's a taste, but you're not sure. And then when, you know, like the person who takes the course describes it and says that taste is there, and that's that taste, and you think, yeah, it is. So for a new beer on the market, you know, it's definitely a goer. Now for a review, oof, I don't know, you know, because there's a lot of good reviews, good beers out there now. It's a good beer. I wouldn't say it's in my top 10. I won't go that far. There's certain beers that surprise me. This is obviously a new beer, never tasted it. So, you know, it's a nice experience to have. You know, as a beer drinker, whenever you see new beers, you've got to be picking them up. You know, especially if they're cheap. You know, I mean, you don't want to go into I mean, I've seen, there's a place in Nottingham, it used to be on Flying Horse Walk, a beer shop in there. They were charging something like £7 a bottle. And that is some ridiculous premium prices. And even for beers that you can get in supermarkets for £1.50, £2 a bottle, they were charging £3.50, £4 a bottle. And yeah, I understand that you've got to survive, but the same thing, price a bit lower, sell a bit more, And I think from the same avenue, I picked up a nice ginger wine. And I got beckoned into the shop, and there was a ginger wine there for £7, and I bought it. So one of them where you feel daft not buying something. So even to the end, still a nice head on it. So like that other person got it wrong, where it says the head disappears. It's all down to your glass. If you want the head that stays most of the way, get a glass with widgets in. If you want a standard beer that just dissipates, where the head disappears, then just use a glass that that you've never seen any carbonation in. I mean, for me, I think I'd rather have a bit of carbonation in. I'd rather have a bit of a head on it. It looks nice, and it's where with reviews I've got to try and keep using the same glass all the time. Because obviously there's going to be some beers that you have that aren't going to carry on carbonating all the way down to the bottom of the glass. So, out of 5. The more reviews you do, the more trickier it gets. Because you don't want to over the review. You don't want it under the review, because you don't want to sell beers short. I think a good 4.4 for this. I think it's a good beer, a good craft beer. It's a newbie onto the market. It's not my top 10, but it's good. I've got lower scores to probably beers that are similar. But yeah, nice beer. And so, would you drink more than a couple of one or two of these? Yeah, I think you would. I think if you was going to a pub and you seen it on as a cask ale, you'd drink 2 or 3. I don't think you'd want a whole night drinking the same. It's not like lagers where you drink the same beer all night long. I mean, beer drinkers, we don't want to be drinking the same. We want to be trying the different beers. But yeah, nice beer. And with bags of hops. Wow. They really, chocked it full of hops. Oh, lovely. Thanks for watching. Cheers.